All right, class, let's keep on trucking here. So after Moctezuma II dies, slide says here, they elect a new Tlatoani, which elect more, Cuauhtémoc is kind of a more Spanish appointment sort of situation. um, anyway, as we go, you see that um, Cortez has retreated to Tlaxcala, but is now going to make his final push with a lot of Tlaxcalan support. And so he plots the siege of Tenochtitlan. You can read it in the book. I'll also link to a, like I said, a kind of military retelling of the battle. I can't do it justice here, so definitely check out the video. So remember that Tenochtitlan is an island town on a lake, and so this made it a siege both possible but also necessary. Eventually, the siege is successful. The Templo Mayor is sacked and burned. Cuauhtémoc is tortured and killed, and that kind of spells the end of the Aztec Empire. Something that I'll ask you to know for the exam are these 5 reasons that lead to the Aztec conquest. So the first is psychological. Cortez could be this return of, say, a coddle. It's not ordained that he was, but remember that the Spanish or the Aztecs are going to fit Cortez and the Spaniards into their kind of religious ideology somehow. They exploited the Tlaxcalans' hatred for the Aztecs, and disease. The Spanish brought with them smallpox, measles, typhus. There were 15 to 25 million people in this region in the early, before conquest, and by the early 1600s, it was down to 2.5 million. I mean, just absolutely wrecked. Military, your book talks about this. The Aztecs don't have horses, they don't have metal weaponry, they don't have guns. And more than just those kind of technological advantages, the Aztecs, remember, are going to be, their traditional fighting style is to gain captives, right? And so this made individual bravado important, and it also meant that you weren't trying to eradicate the other side. And those two elements really worked against them in their conflicts with the Spanish. And then remember, even though this last thing, political organization, even though the empire is hegemonic, the Aztecs did set up a house of cards in a way that made the top necessary. And so when the top is lopped off, all of these other things kind of disintegrate and fall apart. So that's kind of the multi-causal explanation of why the Spaniards were successful. Be able to recount those on the exam. All right, that's it for this video. In the next video, I'll take you through something I hope you find really interesting. I'm gonna let it be a teaser.